I know life has been hard for you, but you're not a kid anymore. And I want you to promise you're going to start living up to your potential.
You are looking at the best closer this city has ever seen.
Closer, huh?
One-time deal. I want 25. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. There's a briefcase in my room. Pick it up tomorrow. Take it to room 2412.
The Chilton Hotel on Park Avenue.
Done. We're gonna need to streamline this. Give each guy a hard time. Before you send them back, give me a wink if they say something clever. Cool?
Okay. What are you looking for?
Another me.
I'm just trying to ditch the cops, okay? I don't really care if you let me in or not. Hi, Rick Sorkin.
Harvey Specter, nice to meet you. Should have a seat here.
Whoa.
Look at you. You look great.
Thanks.
Unfortunately, we only hire from Harvard. And you not only did not go to Harvard Law School, you haven't even gone to any law school.
What if I told you that I consume knowledge like no one you've ever met and I've actually passed the bar?
I'm inclined to give you a shot, but what if I decide to go another way?
I'd say that's fair. And sometimes I like to hang out with people who aren't that bright, just to see how the other half lives.
They don't give a rat's ass about his employees' right to privacy. Sorry, that's actually unfair to rat's asses.
Donna says you're the best researcher in the firm.
So the introduction for our video critique, Suits is a USA naval drama which is premiered on June 23, 2011. The series stars Gabriel Mack and Patrick J. Adams as two lawyers who between the two of them only have one degree. Mack stars as Harvey Specter, one of New York City top's attorney, and Adam portrays Mike Rose, whom Harvey chose as an associate. Mike, a colleague dropout, never actually attended Harvard Law School as he claimed with Harvey knowledge. Instead, he relies on his eidetic memory and natural intelligence to help in case. The series that our group has chosen for the video critique is Suits. As in this series, there are many events that can be used as a positive or negative workplace incident, such as in communication aspect and also ethic in workplace. So here we will show various examples of a negative and positive workplace incident that can be seen.
You want this job so much. Why don't you just go to law school?
When I was in college, it was my dream to be a lawyer. I needed some money, and Trevor convinced me to memorize this math test and sell it. Turns out we sold it to the dean's daughter. I lost my scholarship, I got kicked out of school, I got knocked into a different life. And I have been wishing for a way back ever since.
Let me tell you something. This isn't elementary school. This is hard work, long hours, high pressure. I need a grown goddamn man.
You give me this, and I will work as hard as it takes to school those Harvard douches and become the best lawyer you have ever seen.
I'm inclined to give you a shot, but what if I decide to go another way?
I'd say that's fair. And sometimes I like to hang out with people who aren't that bright, just to see how the other half lives.
Move over. I'm emailing the firm. I just found our next.
So as you can see from scene 1 is poor work ethic. Harvey disobeyed the company rules and regulation. Managing partner Jessica Pearson promoted Harvey to senior partner. To his annoyance, company policy requires he hire a Harvard Law School graduate as his associate attorney. Harvey is impressed with Mike's quick thinking, eidetic memory, and encyclopedic knowledge of law. Mike also displayed to become a better lawyer than any Harvard douches. Despite Mike's lack of a law degree, Harvey hired him. Harvey disobeying the company policy by hiring Mike, who is not from Harvard Law School. And what we got from cause and effect, this can lead to demotivation, loss of effectiveness, sometimes even to high turnover rate and other damaging consequences. So it is vital for the HR department to track and adjust work ethic within the company department or even of the particular employee. So the recommendation, for example, Harvey should be aware of company policy in hiring associate attorney. He should only hire Harvard Law School graduate. There's bound to be an employee handbook or company manual that cover policies, rules and regulations that employee must abide by. Making the effort to learn about this policy and regulation will also put you in a positive light. Your boss will see this as a sign of commitment on your part about wanting to do good in your work while sticking to the rules.
Mr. Sorkin, you are 5 minutes late. Is there a reason why I should let you in?
Look, I'm just trying to ditch the cops, okay? I don't really care if you let me in or not.
Mr. Spector will be right with you.
What?
Can I get you anything? A coffee or just a bottle of water?
Hi, Rick Sorkin.
Harvey Specter, nice to meet you. Should have a seat here. Whoa, what's this?
Can I help you?
No.
So scene number 2 is poor attitude deceiving. Mike runs into Harvey interview to escape the police. He is mistaken for a candidate. He managed to impress Harvey with his quick thinking, eidetic memory, and encyclopedic knowledge of law. However, the firm only hired Harvard Law School graduate, but he insists Harvey to accept him as Harvey Associate Attorney. This indicates that Mike is willing to lie about his lack of a law degree if he gets to become Harvey Associate Attorney at the Pearson Hartman law firm. Cause and effect, this can be cognitively depleting. It can increase the risk that people will be punished. It can threaten the people's self-worth by preventing them from seeing themselves as good people, and it can generally erode trust in society. Scene 2 recommendation. Although the praise may seem a bit of cliche nowadays, there is still truth to the adage. Honesty is the best policy. For example, Mike is lying about his law degree, therefore he should own up to his mistake. It is recommended if you did something wrong, it is best to man up and own up to it instead of denying or blame and worse, pinning it on other people. This is a sign that you are unable and unwilling to take responsibility, a sure sign that your work ethic is less than solid.
Great leadership is when leaders believe in the greatness in those below them and to the side of them. Delegating greatly.
Are you having a stroke?
Quoting Churchill.
Really? Because it sounds more like you're quoting yourself.
Well, Churchill and me, same difference. The point is that Thomas Kessler has a contract that he needs to get out of, and you are the best man for the job.
Donna told you to delegate, didn't she?
No, not maybe. Yeah, she did. The truth is, you are the best man for the job, with the exception of me.
Louis, if you don't want to give me the
reason I think I'm better is Thomas Kessler. He's one of my oldest clients. We don't get him out of this, he goes out of business. If it were me, there is nothing I wouldn't do to keep that from happening.
Louis, I hear you loud and clear. I don't care what it takes. This man is not going out of business.
Thank you, Alex.
Scene number 3 is positive communication. This scene shows that there is positive communication between Louis, the managing partner, and Alex when he communicates with his colleague to ask for help handling his client. Cause and effect, it has caused positive communication in the workplace as there is healthy communication between colleagues when asking for help for their work. So, the recommendation that can be made for the aspect is to keep on having a good communication process with colleagues and be polite when asking for help.
What are those, my walking papers?
Rigoletto tickets. Best in the house. I know Laura's a fan.
I wish these were my walking papers.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
I'm just kidding, Louis. This is a wonderful gesture. You mind if I ask what it's for?
I know that it couldn't have been easy for you stepping down for me, so I just wanted to show you how much I appreciate it.
Thank you, Louis. This means a lot. Louis, Gretchen texted you wanted to see me.
Yeah, I wanted to see how it went with Stephen Palmer.
How do you think it went? I got him on the 1-yard line.
Harvey, English, please. You know I don't know baseball.
In that case, the fat lady's singing.
That's music to my ears. Should I lob in a call to get her to wrap it up?
Not necessary, Louis.
I got it. You're all over it? Come on, push. Robert, enjoy the ticks. Gentlemen.
Fat lady's singing my ass.
Excuse me?
Yeah, the only one-yard line you're on is your own.
How do you know that?
Because it's a lot easier to tell someone's lying when they're lying to someone else.
Well, for your information, I'm not really lying because it doesn't matter what yard line, I'm landing this guy.
Boy, I am glad I'm not managing you anymore because that is some prime-cut Harvey Specter bullshit. Speaking of fat ladies, you want these opera tickets? Because there's no way I'm letting Laura drag me into another 4-hour snooze fest.
I don't really.
Yeah, that's a good man.
In the scene 4 is negative communication, misleading. Harvey did not tell the truth. The managing partner, which is Louis, is about the signing the new client, and he had lied to Louis when Louis is asked to him about the update of signing new client. Harvey also had acted untruthful toward the situation and lied about signing the client toward Louis. The cause and the effect on this scene had caused the people around him to be responsible for his decision or do not tell the truth toward the managing partner. It also caused Louis not to be aware of what is happening in his firm and create misunderstanding on the situation that was happening. The recommendation on this scene that they should be more honest about the update on signing a new client so that there will be no misunderstanding between the colleagues.
Williams.
Depends who's asking.
My name is Stephen Faulkner. I'm with the New York Bar. I wanted to talk about what you did at that hearing yesterday.
I did what anybody would have done.
All the same, you showed a lot of courage exposing your partner. Robert Zane's a legend. That couldn't have been easy.
It wasn't.
No, the bar noticed, which is why I'm here to discuss the next step, removing Zane's name from your letterhead.
What? Why do we do that?
Because the man broke privilege and put your firm in a position to start hemorrhaging clients.
And since when are our clients the business of the state bar?
Your clients aren't, but your firm's character is.
Look, I know what Robert did was unethical, but it was one mistake. We're talking about a man's legacy.
And leaving his name up doesn't just hurt the legacy of your firm, it's hurting the integrity of the bar.
And what if I don't see it that way? More importantly, what if my partners don't? Because it's not my call.
Let's just say it would be to everyone's benefit if you and your partners take that name down of your own accord.
This scene is about confrontational communication. In this scene, Alec was confronted by a member of New York Bar, Stephen Faulkner. Stephen implied that Alec has to remove a member of his firm, Zane. He also hinted that if he did not do something about it, the New York Bar will be broke. The cause and the effect in this scene that put Alex in a dilemma on whether he had to take an action or not. In this juncture, he had to choose between his friend or his boss or the image of the firm. A few recommendations in this scene. The first one, it can be made more professional when it comes to confrontation because we can see that the approach happened when someone was in their morning job, which is appropriate for discussing about work. Number two, what should happen to have a confront in the office or somewhere more appropriate where people not being caught off guard. Number three, if there is an issue to bring up, consideration of time and place is important.
Guys would be too busy cleaning up Robert's mess to come play hockey.
Cut the shit, Eric. We know you're going after Robert's clients.
It's funny, when I first started whispering that Robert was stepping down, nobody believed me, but now they think I'm a regular Nostradamus.
And if you think we're just gonna stand by and let you raid our kitchen, you've been checked into the boards one too many times.
I think I cannot believe that she's fighting your fight.
It's not his fight, Eric. It's all of ours.
Yeah, if you say so. But if it wasn't for old Harvey here, Robert's clients would still be at your firm. And in case you hadn't noticed, so would Robert.
And you can try to drive a wedge between us all you want. It's not gonna work.
So why don't you go ahead and tell us what's it gonna take for you to back off Robert's clients?
Hey, well, you know, if I can't drive a wedge, I can't drive a wedge. But what it's gonna take for me to back off your hero's clients is for old Harvey here to give me 10 of his. Oh, well, look at that. Maybe I did drive a wedge. You keep hitching your wagon to the wrong man, Sweet Pea.
You didn't drive a wedge between anything.
Scene 6. Intimidation. Samantha and Harvey confront Eric on his attack on their firm. Eric announced the ultimate on them to hand over Harvey or Robert, the firm managing partner, to him. Eric implies that he had started infighting within Harvey and Samantha through his action. The cause and the effect in this scene is the intimidation poses a threat on the firm client, and it also can inciting anger with the name calling and sarcasm. The recommendation on Scene 6. Do not take advantage of another downfall for own gain, and do not make sexist remark in attempt to dominate, and also to take note, resort violence in response to intimidation. Conclusion that we can make in the Suit series is the both positive and negative in workplace incident which we can adopt in our daily life. Suit series teach us how conflict can be resolved by a way of negotiation, how to handle intimidation and confrontation, and also a way to maintain composure in high intensity situation. Through the show, highly dramatized, it is still rooted in reality. These are all aspects and lessons useful for future employment.